everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character exterior by me. So let's get into it. Tanjiro was very gentle as a flower. He treated you like you were something, well, not glass of course, but something precious in his life that he should treasure. So that's why he was so gentle that you didn't get used to things like this from him. Not that you have to. But this time, it was honestly an accident. He was holding onto the fridge door and going to close it. But he didn't realize that you already snooped in, trying to find a snack for you, with your head trapped between the fridge and its door. And that's why he slammed it on the top of your head, making you wince at the force. Looking up at him and asking him why. When he first looked at you and realized what was going on, he looked embarrassed, apologizing, and also concerned. He told you that it was an accident. I didn't see your head peeking up in there. And that was over, just like that. The two of you loved each other, and something like this would not be an issue in a relationship. It wouldn't be a place for misunderstandings, as Tanjiro was always honest with you, leaving no space for you to doubt it. Zenitsu. Zenitsu was usually asleep whenever he fought, right? Yes, but this was a different type of sleeping. He was actually asleep, like sleepwalking, and just walking around the house. He woke up when he got off the bed and tried to get him to lay down, but he refused, and soon enough, he started thinking you're a demon and chasing after you and hitting you with everything. You were just glad you survived. He didn't know someone could have such intense sleepwalking episodes. There were low-key concerns for him, but whatever. You were just glad that it only took an hour or so for him to hit his head on something and wake the hell up. Because otherwise, you're not really sure you would have survived this. And you really just wanted to sleep. He did give him a lecture, but all in the end, he gave you a hug, telling you that he's sorry and that he might go see a doctor about his condition, which would honestly be preferable because you had no idea what was wrong with him and was getting in the way of your sleep a little bit too much. And when you went back to sleep, he looked a little upset as he looked at your bruises, and he held you, telling you that if he hugs you and has you in his arms, then there's no way that he's going to get up. And true, just like you said, he didn't move an inch. Inosuke. Inosuke was always too rough when he was excited. It was cute in your own opinion, but sometimes it could result in a mess. So that's why when the two of you were going out, and he kept talking excitedly and waving his hands around, you got hit. Thankfully you didn't fall or bump into something, but you looked at him questioningly, not understanding why he hit you. But then realized that he wasn't actually hitting you. It was just his arms. And he looked at you, staring a little bit. Then they started to laugh it off, telling you that you were really strong for taking that. But he didn't wave his hands after that, not wanting to hurt you, but he didn't want to make the atmosphere so tense, and he didn't know how to deal with it. Regardless, he just thought it was adorable. It wasn't like it was a hard hit or something. Otherwise, he probably would have flown away. So, it was just something simple. And since you're training a lot, it would not affect you. Being Inosuke's girlfriend apparently made you really strong when it came to such things. Giyuu Tomioka. Giyuu would accidentally hit you through simple means. This sounds weird, but he was having a nightmare. And the two of you were sleeping next to each other. So instead of handling the demon in his sleep, He was waving his hands around, squirming from their grip, and tried slapping them, but instead, he slapped you. So that's why you woke up in the first place. Look at him weird, and just as you were going to ask what was going on, you noticed he was sleeping, and his eyebrows were furrowed, like he was going through something, and he kept mumbling out things you didn't understand. But after sitting there for a while, you decided that maybe you should wake him up. And after a little bit, he did wake up. He didn't tell him that he hit you, of course, not wanting him to feel more horrible than he already was. Instead, he told him he could go stargazing, or do anything he wanted. And after a lot of hesitation, he nodded, telling you that stargazing was the way. And the two of you went to the garden, looking up at the stars, as Giyuu tried to forget his nightmare, with his head in your lap, and your hands running through his hair. Rengoku. Oh, this sunshine. It most certainly was an accident. The two of you were sparring, and he fell down. So the two of you laughed for a little bit, and when you went to lend him a hand, he was already getting up, which meant that your head hit his head. You falling back, and he looked at you all apologetic, telling you that he was sorry for doing this and not noticing you. But you were just laughing harder, not expecting this to happen, and he eventually began to fall into line, laughing along with you and holding your hand. This time, you waited for him to actually help you get up, laughing harder, and even though it was such a minor thing, you kept thinking about it for the rest of the day and how funny it was. Meanwhile, Rengoku felt a little bit bad because you might have bruised your head or something, so he took you out on the stroll for a little ice cream date. How cute. So yes, Rengoku would never actually try to hit you under any cost, or any other situation. It was all just a little accident, and the two of you played such things off easily, not really minding them, since they didn't get in the way of your day, and no one was really hurt. Just a small little accident.